Live from Claflin, Kansas, it's the Central Plains Oilers hosting the St. John-Hudson Tigers. We welcome you to Tiger Media Network's Area Game of the Week. I'm Eli Blankenship, and for the rest of our crew, we thank you one and all for tuning in to tonight's matchup. The last time these two teams met, it was a nail-biter. Came down to the wire. The Central Plains Oilers came out on top by 3 singular points, by a final score of 40-37 in this 1A Division I Central Prairie League matchup. We're just moments away from tip-off as the Oilers and the Tigers are ready to go toe-to-toe. The whistle blows at half court, and the tip is won by the Oilers. Central Plains starts with it first. Simonson back across the floor. Back to her other sister, Simonson. Hurley rips it across her body, steps into a three and knocks it down. Izzy Hurley starts the game with a 3-ball. Oilers come out to a 3-point lead, 3-0. With 7:35 left to play here in the first. Now the Tigers will try their luck at getting things going offensively. They swing it around the horn. Dumps it down low on the block, Brummer, and it's turned away. Oilers in transition, chucking one up, and no good is Avon Simonson. Got a little bit too much steam going into that shot. Now St. John running the floor. Top of the key, straightaway three for Bonner. She knocks it down. We've got a tie ball game at 3 apiece. Hurley will drive, penetration, now give and go pass back inside to Hurley. She tries to throw it up and it's stripped away. Jump ball underneath the hoop. Possession arrow belongs to the Tigers. 6:42 left to play here in the first quarter. St. John back on the rock. Left wing Rockenbach. Top of the key, Fisher. Back across the floor to Rockenbach. Excuse me, that's Bright. Bright little dribble drive, picks up her dribble, kicks it back out. Bonner. Now Bright. Little bounce pass to the short corner. Now on the right wing, Rockenbach. Little drop pass inside to Brummer. Now a dribble drive, floater from Bonner is too hard off the glass, and it's rebounded by the Oilers. 6 minutes left in play here in the first. Oilers on the basketball now. Simonson. Little give and go pass. Comes right back to her in the short corner. Tries to kick it back out, but St. John is there to steal it away. Now in transition, Brummer throws one up. She's fouled, and she'll take a trip to the free throw line. 5:45 left to play here in the first quarter. And now the officials will converse over here on the far sideline as they go to the scorer's table. Looks like they're going to switch basketballs. It's an interesting occurrence I haven't seen happen all season long. That foul charge to Lily Hurley, the first foul of the quarter and of the game. First shot, nothing but net for Brummer. Second one rolls around and drops in, and Lillian Brummer is up to 2 points herself. 5:40 left to play here in the first. Little dribble drive, kicks it underneath and lays it in. Lily Hurley gets her first points of the game. Fisher, inside Brummer. Brummer kicks it back out. In the front court, Fisher. Rockenbach. Her pass tipped away. Brummer's there to recover. Fisher back across the floor. Left wing, drops it inside Rockenbach. Opposite side of the floor, little dribble drive is good from the baseline. Nice take from Reagan Bonner. Bonner's up to 5 points and leads all scorers. Under 5 minutes left to play here in the first. Simonson, bounce pass to the outside. She's got Davis. Davis slithers her way inside. Give and go pass comes right back to her. It's stolen away by the Tigers. Fisher one-on-one under the hoop. Throws it up and is called for the jump ball. They say a jump ball in transition. Excellent defense there from Central Plains, and they'll get the ball going right back the other direction. .440 left to play here in the first. Davis has got it on the right wing, on the right elbow. Ball goes to Hurley now, top of the key, Simonson. Simonson dribbles inside the keyhole, kicks it back out to her twin sister, Simonson. Back out to the other Simonson sister. Pump fake. Short pass to Davis. Davis dribble drive, kicks it back out to the other Simonson sister. Back across the floor, Hurley. Hurley on the right wing, has a little bit of separation, hesitation outside the arc, kicks it back out. Simonson, three ball, rolls out. Rebound pulled down by the Tigers. St. John throwing it around the horn. Rockenbach steps into a three from the right wing, and it clanks off the back iron. Rebound pulled down by the Tigers. Bright's got it here on the left wing. Drops it inside Brummer. Bounce pass on the drive. Rockenbach lays it in. And one. Carly Rockenbach gets it done in transition. That foul charge to Lily Hurley. That's her second personal. Rockenbach up to 3 points herself. St. John with a 10-5 lead. 3:30 left to play here in the first. Simonson across the floor, Hurley. Hurley, a little give and go pass. Connects with Nixon. Simonson, bounce pass to her twin sister. Now a little drop inside to Nixon. That pass getting away from the Oilers. The Tigers have it going the other way. Fisher crosses the timeline. Little spin around jumper on the low block is no good for Bright. Now 3 minutes left to play here in the first. Hurley, top of the key. Handoff pass to Simonson. Simonson, little hesitation. Handoff pass to Nixon. Nixon on the right wing. Drops it inside. Now a little high screen and a mid-range jumper is good inside the keyhole for Emery Simonson. That pass tipped away. St. John still holding on to it. In the short corner, Brummer. She's double teamed. Kicks it back out. Fisher's got it. Back across the floor, Bright. Now drops it inside. Too hard off the rim. Tries it again. Can't get it to go. And the ball goes out of bounds off Central Plains. Ball comes back in bounds. Rockenbach got it on the right wing. Now left wing, mid-range, that three ball well off the mark for Fisher. Now with 2:04 left to play here in the first quarter. Tigers still holding a 3-point lead. Dribble drive, straight up the runway, and dump pass down low is good for the Oilers. Lyndon Heckley finds her way onto the scoreboard. Oilers have got it again. Bounce pass inside to Heckley. Heckley chucks it up, and it's too strong off the glass. St. John running the floor in transition. Bonner throws one up. It's too hard. And the rebound's pulled down by St. John. Back up, straightaway three. You betcha! Gentry Bright bangs it home. And a timeout on the floor. Full timeout called by St. John. We'll step aside for just a moment. When we come back, the remainder of the first quarter of play. welcome you back to Central Plains High School, home of the Oilers. 1:06 left to play here in the first quarter. Simonson, dribble drive, stops in the keyhole, hands it off to her twin sister. Nixon back to the other Simonson sister. Now in the other corner, drops it inside. Heckley goes up with it and is fouled before she was able to get a shot off. So that foul goes on the floor and will go on Bergen. First team foul of the quarter for St. John. Simonson, right wing three, clanks hard off the back iron. Her second missed three of the game. Now a straightaway three is hard off the back of the rim and pulled down by St. John, and it's a jump ball on the low block. Reagan Bonner tried that three ball. She's now 1 of 2 from long range. St. John holding a 4-point lead. Right wing back inside the keyhole. Brummer, a little pump fake, drive to the basket. No good off the side of the rim. And the ball will stay on that side of the floor in favor of St. John. Brummer had the right idea to go to the hoop with that one, but wasn't able to convert at the rim. Now the inbound. That pass stolen away by the Oilers. 23 seconds left to play here in the first. Davis rips it across her body, trying to find Simonson. Instead, it's a bounce pass to Heckley. Straightaway three ball. Hurley clanks short off the rim. Now St. John's got it in transition, laying it in at the hoop. A long pass down the floor will conclude the end of the first quarter of play. St. John getting it done on both ends of the floor. They lead it by 6 points, 15-9. We welcome you back to home of the Oilers in Central Plains High School in Claflin, Kansas. And an early foul starts the second quarter. 7:55 left to play here in the second quarter. So 5 seconds into the quarter. And Reagan Bonner picks up her first personal. And first team foul of the quarter. So the Oilers look to inbound. They get the ball into Davis. Now Hurley setting up the offense. Calls for a high flash to the ball. Comes into Simonson. Davis, handoff pass to the other Simonson sister. Drive from the right hand to the bucket is no good off the glass. Now Fisher looks back to her sideline for the call. 7:24 left to play here in the second. Rockenbach rockets a pass across the floor, and it's tipped out of bounds. Central Plains will have it going the other way. Hurley's got it across midcourt. Stops inside the paint. Kicks it back out. Now a dribble drive. Simonson under the hoop. Throws one up and can't get it to go. That pass tipped out of bounds by St. John, who couldn't quite secure the rebound on that play. The ball stays with the Oilers. 7:01 left to play here in the second. The Oilers look to inbound it. Comes into Simonson. Avon Simonson kicks it back out. Davis driving to the paint, kicks it back out to Hurley. Now Simonson straight away. Three is pure. Avon Simonson finds her way out of the scoreboard and a much-needed score for the Oilers. They trail it by 3. 6:43 left to play here in the second. Now it's the Tigers' turn. Rockenbach. Top of the key, Fisher. Fisher's got it in the front court. Back over to Rockenbach. Left wing, faked pass. Bright drops it inside. It's too much off the glass from Rockenbach. Central Plains' turn. A little handoff pass. Simonson. She tries a three from long range. And it clanks hard off the rim, and the long rebound is pulled down by St. John. Now going coast to coast, throws it up off the rim. Too much pepper, and the rebound is pulled down by the Oilers. Lillian Brummer had the right idea to push the tempo on that play, but couldn't quite control her body in transition there. 5:50 left to play here in the second. Hurley, a little handoff pass to Simonson. Back to her twin sister, who tries a three. It's no good off the left rim. Now in transition, coast to coast. And a charge is called against St. John. Had the right idea underneath the basket to go coast to coast on that play. They've really liked the transition game so far. But instead, Rockenbach couldn't quite stop herself in the act of shooting. And she will be charged with the foul. Correction, that foul is going to Reagan Bonner. That's her second personal. And so she will likely come off the floor for a moment to catch a breather and preserve her foul count. A little bit of confusion there, I think, from the officials as to who that foul went to. Second team foul of the quarter for St. John. Now it's Central Plains. Simonson. Jump stop inside the keyhole, kicks it back out to Hurley. Hurley, dribble drive off her right hand, bounce pass inside to Heckley. Kicks it back out Simonson. Simonson back to Heckley. She's got some separation, and a long pass across the floor is received by Davis. Davis off her left hand, takes a drive to the basket. Pump fake is swatted away. Now St. John running the floor. Euro step, throws it up in transition. She's called for the travel. .457 left to play here in the second. The Oilers cross mid-floor. Davis has it on the right wing. Oilers go around the horn with it. Hurley there to save that ball, and she's called for the double dribble. It'll be a turnover in favor of the Tigers, who now have possession. 4:39 left to play here in the second. Now walking past that logo, Fisher, and she's called for the double dribble. So back and forth it goes, and two turnovers become no harm, no foul, as Central Plains will get the ball right back. Hurley, handoff past Davis. Davis takes it right to the hoop. She has a bounce pass down low, and it comes high off the glass, and it's pulled down by Central Plains, and they call a jump ball underneath the hoop. Wow, what a rebound from Davis. Aggressive board from her, and a jump ball is in favor of St. John. So they'll hold on to the rock, but Still credit to Davis for being able to rip down that board. That was a tough rebound to get as she slithered through the sea of Tigers underneath the hoop. Now another pass stolen away. Hurley runs the floor. She lays it off the window. It's no good. St. John has it, but it's stolen away again by Central Plains. They try their luck again, and they're fouled underneath the basket. Cambry Nixon, no good from 2, but she'll take a trip to the charity stripe. Central Plains doing a nice job applying some full court pressure, kind of catching the Tigers off guard there. First free throw swirls its way in for Nixon. Second one is pure. Nixon up to 2 points, and the Oilers have this as a 1-point ball game. Rockenbach, full court pass down to Brummer. Brummer, baseline drive, drops it inside. Bright lays it in off the window. She's got 5 points, and the Tigers are back to a 3-point lead. Right wing Simonson, drive into the keyhole. She kicks it back out. Now straightaway 3 from the left wing's no good by her sister. Rebound secured by the Tigers. Rockenbach throws it across the floor to Fisher. Now over to Bright. Bright puts the ball on the floor. Now back to Fisher. Back across the floor, Rockenbach. Pass across the paint. Still in the hands of St. John. Back to the top of the key. Rockenbach, right wing. Puts the ball back down on the floor. Fisher picks up her dribble. Bounce pass to her teammate Rockenbach. Long throw across the floor, Bright. Good defense so far from the Oilers on this possession. Now 3 ball is good. What a shot from Fisher. She finds her first points of the game, and St. John's got a 6-point lead. Simonson brings it across her body. Bounce pass, baseline drive from her twin sister is stopped up underneath the basket. That foul on the floor. This one being charged to Brummer. That's her first personal. Now a little stop and pop from the elbow is good. Even Simonson up to 5 points for the Oilers. That pass stolen away. Hurley, crossover underneath the basket, throws it up and is fouled. The Oilers are in the bonus. Two quick fouls for Lillian Brummer. Oh, correction. They're going to give that one to Fisher. The first free throw from Hurley, no good. As she steps to the line for her second. 2:29 left to play here in the second. Hurley's free throw bounces off the back of the rim. Simonson chucks it up, no good. Rebound pulled down by Central Plains, and they're called for a travel. Still a 4-point Tigers lead. Bonner in the front court, throws it across the floor, Peterson. That pass tipped away and still loose. And they call a jump ball. I think that was a pretty quick call to call that a jump ball there. With that ball being loose for pretty much the majority of that play. It never really got secured possession-wise to either team. 2:05 left to play here in the second. Early throws it back across the floor. Robble. Pass tipped away and stolen by the Tigers. Bonner. Top of the key, Bright. And off to Bonner. Back across the floor, Bright. Now pass inside to Rockenbach, who drops it in. Central Plains going to work now. Taking their time to set up the play. Standing on that Oilers logo. Long pass across the floor. Nixon. Now drops it back inside. Left wing three, Simonson. It rolls in and out. Rebound pulled down by the Oilers once again. 45 seconds left to play here in the second. Hurley back to Simonson. Now a timeout, a full timeout called by the Oilers as they try to sort things out. So we'll step aside for just a moment. St. John holds a 6-point lead. They lead at 22-16 here in the second quarter. We welcome you back to the home of the Oilers. Central Plains with the ball. 25 seconds left to play here in the second. Hurley. Bounce pass to Simonson. Simonson penetrates into the keyhole, kicks it back out to her twin sister. She rips it across her body. Now a bounce pass on the baseline, and a little up and under from Hurley's no good. 5 to shoot. Full court pass from St. John. Brummer was there underneath the basket to receive it, and they call a jump ball on the low block. Possession belonging to St. John's. They've got 2 seconds to throw up a shot before the end of the second quarter. Ball comes in. Brummer, floater, off the backboard. It rolls off. No good for Brummer. Well, at the end of the first half of action, St. John holds a 6-point lead. It's been an exciting one. Back and forth action all game long. St. John leads at 22-16 on Tiger Media Network's Area Game of the Week. Don't go anywhere. The second half of action next.
The computer networking students take a variety of IT-related classes that help them get hands-on experience with managing and operating, designing, engineering, repairing, and maintaining computer network systems.
A lot of different organizations have IT and IT needs, and so our students really are well prepared to go out and help users on the network of these different organizations and companies and be able to make sure that they're connected and able to do what they need to do.
So our concentration is focused on cybersecurity. And at the undergrad level, what we're really focused on is getting you the teams for Blue Team. And so we're trying to get you familiar with operating systems, including Windows and Linux. And then we're also going to get you in the networking side of things and focus in on the fundamentals of network security.
This program is preparing students for IA track, which is information assurance, and more hands-on track for technical skills.
So the digital media production and journalism program focuses on producing video, film, and news programming for television, corporate video work, film, streaming media, and more. So we really give everyone a good hands-on approach to learning how to create good stories that are going to engage audiences and do it in a very artistic way.
Our concentration is the web and mobile application development concentration within the informatics degree program. And so I like to say we're all things web. All the services that you use on the web, our students are building, creating, architecting. Orchestrating, quickly tying together all of these experiences. And so what does that entail? What new skills does that require? And so that's what we're trying to add into our program right now to keep this field, what we do here at Fort Hays, relevant for our students.
At Fort Hays State University, our tourism and hospitality program offers a variety of enrollment options such as online, on-campus, or a hybrid of the two. As travel and tourism grows into one of the top industries in the world, our program provides you with valuable education and industry experience. With our accelerated 3-year program at an affordable price, you can get your degree in 3. Visit our website today to learn more.
The computer networking students take a variety of IT-related classes that help them get hands-on experience with managing and operating, designing, engineering, repairing, and maintaining computer network systems.
A lot of different organizations have IT and IT needs, and so our students really are well prepared to go out and help users on the network of these different organizations and companies and be able to make sure that they're connected and able to do what they need to do.
So our concentration is focused on cybersecurity. And at the undergrad level, what we're really focused on is getting you the teams for Blue Team. And so we're trying to get you familiar with operating systems, including Windows and Linux. And then we're also going to get you in the networking side of things and focus in on the fundamentals of network security.
This program is preparing students for IA track, which is information assurance, and more hands-on track for technical skills.
So the digital media production and journalism program focuses on producing video, film, and news programming for television, corporate video work, film, streaming media, and more. So we really give everyone a good hands-on approach to learning how to create good stories that are going to engage audiences and do it in a very artistic way.
Our concentration is the web and mobile application development concentration within the informatics degree program. And so I like to say we're all things web. All the services that you use on the web, our students are building, creating, architecting. So orchestrating, quickly tying together all of these experiences. And so what does that entail? What new skills does that require? And so that's what we're trying to add into our program right now to keep this field, what we do here at Fort Hays, relevant for our students.
At Fort Hays State University, our tourism and hospitality program offers a variety of enrollment options such as online, on campus, or a hybrid of the two. As travel and tourism grows into one of the top industries in the world, our program provides you with valuable education and industry experience. With our accelerated 3-year program at an affordable price, you can get your degree in 3. Visit our website today to learn more.
The computer networking students take a variety of IT-related classes that help them get hands-on experience with managing and operating, designing, engineering, repairing, and maintaining computer network systems.
A lot of different organizations have IT and IT needs, and so our students really are well prepared to go out and help users on the network of these different organizations and companies and be able to make sure that they're connected and able to do what they need to do.
So our concentration is focused on cybersecurity. And at the undergrad level, what we're really focused on is getting you the teams for Blue Team. And so we're trying to get you familiar with operating systems, including Windows and Linux. And then we're also going to get you in the networking side of things and focus in on the fundamentals of network security.
This program is preparing students for IA track, which is information assurance, and more hands-on track for technical skills.
So the digital media production and journalism program focuses on producing video, film, and news programming for television, corporate video work, film, streaming media, and more. So we really give everyone a good hands-on approach to learning how to create good stories that are going to engage audiences and do it in a very artistic way.
Our concentration is the web and mobile application development concentration within the informatics degree program. And so I like to say we're all things web. All the services that you use on the web, our students are building, creating, architecting. So orchestrating, quickly tying together all of these experiences. And so what does that entail? What new skills does that require? And so that's what we're trying to add into our program right now to keep this field, what we do here at Fort Hays, relevant for our students.
We welcome you back to Central Plains, Kansas, home of the Oilers in Claflin, Kansas, as the St. John Tigers taking on the Oilers on the road. They lead it by 6 points here at the start of the third quarter, 22-16. I'm Eli Blankenship, and for the rest of our crew, we thank you one and all for tuning in to Tiger Media Network's Area Game of the Week. Right wing Davis. Hurley back to Davis on the right wing. Back up into the front court, Hurley. Little bounce pass into the keyhole. Back out Simonson. She chucks up a three. It's no good off the front of the rim. She's been cold from long range tonight. 0 of 7 from long range. Right wing. Back up to the top of the key, Bonner. Rockenbach. Bounce pass. Back out to Bonner. Bonner kicks it back out. Fisher. Little bounce pass inside. Tipped away by the Oilers. Early on the steal for Central Plains. Bounce pass to Davis. Davis has got on the right wing. She throws it back across the floor into the front court to Hurley. Hurley on that Oilers logo. Drive with her left hand off the high screen from Simonson. Ball runs away from her, and now Simonson's got it. Simonson rips it across her body, trots into the paint. It's swatted away. Now St. John on the ball. Fisher across the floor. Now a drop pass inside Brummer. Brummer's got on the low block. 6:30 left to play here in the third. Brummer trying to go to work, kicks it back out to Bonner in the corner, and that three ball way off the mark. 6:19 left to play here in the third. Neither team has found the scoring column yet here in the third quarter. Now Simonson steps into a three, and it clanks down and in. Finally knocking down a long-range shot. 1 of 8 tonight from the three-point range for Emery Simonson. She has been struggling, and the shots have been quality. It just seems like there's been a lid on the basket from three-point land for her. Now St. John going the other way with it, and off the window and in is Gentry Bright. She's got 7 points and leads all scorers. 24-19. St. John leads it. 5:35 left to play here in the third. Davis has got it here on the left wing. She brings it across her body. Slow dribble inside of the paint. She kicks it back out. Simonson over to her twin sister. Now short pass to Hurley. Back to the other Hurley sister. Now Simonson rips it across her body. Baseline drive, and she's whacked on the way up. That foul will likely go on number 23, Gentry Bright. That's her second personal. And a first free throw swirls around and in for Emery Simonson. Second one drops as well. They've cut this lead down to a one-possession game. Simonson up to 7 points. She's tied with Gentry Bright to be the leading scorer in this contest. Bright has it in the right corner. Now Fisher, little stop into the keyhole. Bonner, kick out to Bright in the near side corner. Bonner bouncing her way into the paint, kicks it back out. Now straightaway three for Fisher. Book it. Jalen Fisher, 2 of 3 from long range. 4:44 left to play here in the third. St. John holds a 6-point lead. Davis, left wing. Back up into the front court. Now it's Hurley. She has a bounce pass to her sister. Simonson steps into a three from the left wing. It's no good. Fisher slows it up. Top of the key, back across the floor. Now on the near side block, Brummer. Brummer, underhand pass to Bright in the corner. Now on the 45 is Rockenbach. Bright. Back across the floor, Fisher. Rockenbach here on the right wing. Bonner thought about a three. Now Rockenbach tries a mid-range. It's no good. Rebound is pulled down by the Tigers. Bonner. Cross to Fisher. Back up to Bonner. Now Bright. 3:35 left to play here in the third. Bounce pass inside to Bright. Give and go. And Bonner's there to lay it in. Excuse me, that's Brummer. Brummer lays it in. She's up to 6 points. The Tigers hold an 8-point lead. 3:16 left to play, and an over and back is called on the Oilers. Hurley was trying to bring it across the floor and was receiving some intense pressure there from St. John. So the Tigers have it right back. 3:13 left to play here in the third quarter. Tigers have a chance to make this a double-digit lead. Brummer, spin around, jumper on the block is pure. Good post move from Lillian Brummer, and she moves up to be the leading scorer in this contest with 8 points. Tigers hold a 10-point lead and a timeout from Central Plains. A full timeout. We'll step aside for just a moment. St. John holds a 10-point lead over the Oilers, 31-21. Victory by 3 points, 40-37. Hurley, top of the key, back across the floor to Nixon, who chucks up a three and can't connect. 2:23 left to play here in the third. Lob pass over to Bright. Bright finds a double team in the corner. And Fisher is whacked hard on that pass from Bright, and so that'll be the first team foul of the quarter on the Oilers. This one being charged to Izzy Hurley. That's her first personal. Inbound here on the baseline. Bounce pass comes into Brummer. That pass stolen away by Hurley. Hurley brings it across midcourt. Comes off the high screen. Now a little handoff pass to Simonson. Simonson backs her way into the paint. That pass tipped away. Simonson recovers. Long pass across the floor. Nixon's got it. Handoff pass to Simonson. Chucks it back out to her twin sister. Hurley, stop and pop inside the keyhole is no good off the left iron. Tigers running the floor. Drop pass inside Brummer. Brummer spins around, and now the ball in the hands of the Tigers. They call a really fast jump ball. That's the second time tonight that's happened. Gentry Bright was there kind of reaching over the top of Hurley, who was on the floor. And she kind of just snatched it right out of her hands. And the moment her hands connected with that ball, that near side official immediately called the jump ball. 1:20 left to play here in the third. Bright throws it back across the floor. Rockenbach. Drop inside is good. Jalen Fisher lays it in for an easy 2. She's up to 8 points. Hurley creates some separation between her and Bonner. Now a pass over to Simonson off the screen from her sister. 3 ball is long and pulled down by St. John. Good rebound from Gentry Bright. She's been quite successful and an impact player on the boards tonight. Right wing Rockenbach. Fake pass back across the floor, Bonner. Bonner's got it in the front court. The St. John offense has really done a nice job at playing methodical and trying to look for those openings and gaps inside the Central Plains 2-3s defense. 15 seconds left to play here in the third. Crossover to her left hand, Fisher. Hands it off Rockenbach. That pass stolen away. 6 to shoot. Central Plains in transition. Hurley back across the floor. Simonson, last second 3 is a buzzer beater. Emery Simonson knocks it down and enters her way into double figures. She's got this lead down to just 9 points. A fresh 8 minutes on the clock when we come back on Tiger Media Network's Area Game of the Week. Welcome you back to Claflin, Kansas, here on Tiger Media Network's Area Game of the Week. A fresh 8 minutes to play here in the fourth quarter. The final 8 minutes of this one. Simonson, corner 3 is good. Back-to-back threes by the Simonson sisters. They needed that one. They've cut this lead down to 8 points. Correction, that's 6 points. I am struggling with mathematics here this evening, as St. John has the ball here on the near sideline. 7:30 left to play here in the fourth. Pass from Bright in the corner, drops it inside Brummer. Brummer loses the ball, and Central Plains has it. Hurley runs the floor. She breaks the timeline, and she looks to set up the offense now. 6-point Tiger lead. On the left wing, Nixon drops it inside. She's got Heckley, who kicks it back out. Hurley on the right wing, off the high screen from Simonson. 3-ball, clanks in and out. Unlucky break there for Central Plains as they look to storm back in this one. 6:45 left to play in the fourth. Bonner, top of the key, throws it back across the floor to Fisher. This is that offense they've been running all night long. Little floater from Fisher's no good from mid-range, and they call a jump ball underneath the basket. Right inside the Oiler field. 6:30 left to play here in the fourth. Tigers still holding that 6-point lead. Ball comes into Brummer. Brummer, a little up and under, throws it off the glass. A little bit too much pepper on that shot, but she's fouled in the act of shooting, so she'll take a trip to the free throw line. Brummer 2 of 2 from the charity stripe tonight. That foul charge to Avon Simonson, that's her first personal. First free throw, no good from Lillian Brummer. If she can knock down this one, it'll be a 3-possession game. Second one is pure from Brummer. 3 of 4 from the charity stripe tonight for her, and 6:23 left to play here in the fourth quarter. Tigers have a 8-point lead. 7-point lead, that is. 6:09 left to play here in the fourth. Simonson back across the floor, Hurley. Hurley steps to the side, chucks up a 3, and it clanks off the right iron. Full court pass. Receiving it in transition, Fisher, and she was under a lot of pressure there, so a tactical timeout call by head coach Jorge Caeros. We'll step aside for just a moment. St. John leads it by 7, 34-27. You're watching Tiger Media Network's Area Game of the Week. Back here in Claflin, Kansas, the Tigers holding on to a 7-point lead. 5:45 left to play here in the fourth quarter. Bright's got it here on the near side. In a little bit of trouble, it's stolen away by Simonson. Simonson getting out in transition underneath the bucket, and a rolling in for 2 and 1. Count the bucket. Simonson, fearless in transition, lays it in over the top of Bright. Free throw rolls off the rim, no good. Avon Simonson up to 10 points and matching her sister's total. Emery Simonson. Both in double figures for Central Plains. 5-point Tigers lead. Cutting pass inside is no good. Too much pepper from Jalen Fisher. Rebound comes down to the Oilers. 5 minutes left to play here in the fourth. Central Plains has a chance to cut this down to a 1-score game. Hurley backing her way near midcourt, and evidently it looks like she may have been called for a carry there as she was approaching midcourt. Interesting. So a turnover in favor of St. John. Bonner back across the floor. Fisher, dribble drive, kicks it to Bright. Bright throws it up and is fouled in the act of shooting. This time the foul being charged to Lillian Brummer. Correction, that is Heckley. That's her first personal. First free throw good for Gentry Bright. The second one just the same. Gentry Bright up to 9 points tonight. St. John holding a 7-point lead now. 3-possession ball game for the Oilers. Hurley bounce pass to Simonson. Back to Hurley. Hurley dribble drive inside the keyhole. Kicks it back out Nixon. Nixon tries to find a teammate inside. And fouled in the act of shooting Cambry Nixon, who got it right back from Heckley. So Nixon will take a trip to the free throw line. That foul being charged to Carly Rockenbach, her first personal. And now the second team foul of the quarter. A timeout call, the full timeout. Charge to Central Plains. We'll step aside for just a moment. 4:27 left to play here in the fourth quarter. Don't go anywhere. You're watching Tiger Media Network. Back in Claflin, Kansas, the Tigers holding a 7-point lead over the Central Plains Oilers with Nixon at the free throw line. She missed her first, and she'll attempt her second. That one too strong as it's yanked down by St. John. 4:19 left to play here in the fourth. Ball in the hands of Fisher. She throws it across the floor. She's got Rockenbach. Now ball in the hands of Bright. Hand off pass to Fisher. Now a long three ball from Bonner. Clanks off the front iron. Spin around jumper off the rebound. No good. And the rebound pulled down by the Oilers. Full court pass in transition. Simonson tries to dump it down low to Heckley. And now going to the floor is Nixon. She saves it in bounds. And then a foul called underneath the basket. This one being charged to Central Plains. Nixon unhappy with that call as she was really going the extra mile underneath the basket to try and secure that ball. Unlucky break for the Oilers. Now a cutting pass. Back inside. Brummer opposite side and a foul. Brummer got chopped on the way up. That'll be team foul number 4 for the Oilers. This foul going on Emery Simonson. Brummer's first is pure. She's up to 10 points herself. Tied to be the leading scorer in this contest with the Simonson twins. Her second clanks in, and now she is the leading scorer in this contest. 11 points for Lillian Brummer. 3:25 left to play here in the fourth. 9-point Tiger lead. Simonson back across the floor to Hurley. Hurley on her left hand. Picks up her dribble. And a little bit of trouble. She's got to find a teammate. She drops it over to her teammate Nixon. Now Simonson. Stop inside the keyhole. Back outside Hurley. Little hesitation on the outside of the arc. Hand off to Simonson. Simonson dribble drive down to the block, and she's fouled in the act of shooting. She'll take a trip to the foul line. This time the foul being charged to Jalen Fisher. Her second personal. Team's third of the quarter. First free throw good for Avon Simonson. 11 points for her. She's tied with Brummer to be the leading scorer in this one. Second one is good, and now Avon Simonson, the leading scorer in this contest with 12 points. 7-point St. John lead. Now just under 3 left to play here in the fourth quarter. A drive with the right hand. Now kick out pass to Bright. Bright dribble drive is swatted away. No whistle. Now a whistle after the play's dead. And I think Bright heard a whistle at the end of that play and was expecting for a foul call. And I think maybe there was a missed whistle here on the near sideline. And I think that's the correct call there to opt to not charge Central Plains with the foul there. That was a clean block. Central Plains on the rock now. Nixon, handoff pass to Simonson. That pass knocked away. And now St. John's got to go in the other direction. Brummer in transition, coast to coast, fadeaway is no good, but she's fouled in the act of shooting. She'll take a trip to the free throw line. Brummer 5 of 6 from the line tonight, and that foul right there, committed by Cambry Nixon, puts St. John into the bonus. First shot from Brummer is pure. 2:27 left to play here in the fourth. It's an 8-point St. John lead, and they look to make it 9 here with this free throw. Brummer's free throw clanks off the back iron. Rebound pulled down by Bright. Fisher on the right, 45. She drives inside the arc, and now a bounce pass over to her teammate in Bonner. Brummer, left-handed drive, spin around jumper, throws it in off the glass. What a shot! Lillian Brummer, the leading scorer in the contest with 14 points. 2:02 left to play here in the fourth. Nixon, she's got it top of the key, throws it across the floor to her teammate. Now Hurley, right-handed drive, kicks it back out. Simonson, dribble drive, stops inside the keyhole, spin around, jumper's good. The mid-range, long two-pointer is pure from Emery Simonson. She's up to 12 points. 1:35 left to play here in the fourth. Oilers trail it by 8. And off pass to Brummer. Brummer clashes her way inside of the paint. Her shot no good on the fadeaway. 1:15 left to play. Oilers still have a lot of ground to make up. Simonson, hesitation, 3-ball, way off the mark. Nixon not able to save it back in play, and St. John's got the basketball. And another timeout called by the Oilers. They've got 2 remaining, a full timeout. We'll step aside for just a moment longer. 1:08 left to play here in the fourth quarter, and the Tigers lead it 41-33. Back in the home of the Oilers. It is an 8-point St. John lead. 1:04 left to play here in the fourth. Brummer in transition. She throws it over to her teammate Fisher. Fisher protecting the rock, chucks it back across the floor to Rockenbach. St. John in no hurry to get a playoff here. Brummer, short corner, tries to drop it inside to Bright. It's a turnover. Central Plains has the basketball. Hurley running down the floor. She crosses midcourt. 41 seconds left to play here in the fourth quarter. Simonson across the floor to her sister. 3-ball, clanks off the back iron, and the rebound ripped down by St. John, and they're fouled. A crucial rebound from Jalen Fisher after the missed three-pointer from Emery Simonson. With 34 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. Foul is charged to Emery Simonson. That's her second personal. And St. John, already being in the bonus, will go straight to the free throw line. First free throw pure from Jalen Fisher. Her first of the game. Now another timeout called, a 30-second timeout. We'll step aside for just a moment longer. You're watching Tiger Media Network's Area Game of the Week. We welcome you back to Claflin, Kansas. Jalen Fisher shooting her second free throw. She nails it. She's up to double figures. The second Tiger in double figures. She's got 10 points. Now 31 seconds left to play here in the fourth. 10-point Tiger lead. Oilers in a little bit of trouble. That pass thrown away by Hurley, and she basically did the splits there inside the paint as she kind of lost her footing in the act of driving the basketball. And now I don't think there's enough time for this Oilers team to make a comeback, and St. John will likely just dribble this one out. Bonner gets the ball. She's fouled. And a whistle will send her to the free throw line with 11.4 left to play here in the fourth quarter. It's a pretty full house tonight here in Claflin, Kansas at Central Plains High School, at least here on the near side, on the home side stands. The opposite side you can kind of see is a little bit sparse, but certainly a very full house here on the home stands. Two of two from the free throw line for Bonner. Central Plains tries for one last bucket. Simonson, 3-ball from the right wing, clanks in and out. Rebound pulled down by Bright, and that brings us to the close of this game. St. John gets their revenge, this time in dominant fashion. A 12-point victory for St. John and the Tigers. Final score, 45-33. Tiger Media Network's player of the game, no other than Lillian Brummer. 4 of 11 from the field. 4 of 11 from the field and 6 of 7 from the free throw line. A very excellent outing from Brummer. 14 points in their victory in the contest. We'll step aside for just a moment, about 15 minutes, and then we'll have the boys game next on Tiger Media Network's Area Game of the Week. Live from Claflin, Kansas, it's the Tiger Media Network's area game of the week. The Oilers and the St. John Tigers going toe-to-toe. We welcome you into the broadcast booth. I'm Eli Blankenship. Joined alongside me on camera, who's off camera right at the moment, Parker Nisbeth. A big shout out to him for running camera for us this week. We've got a good one, folks. Two very talented basketball teams in 1A Division I, ready to go toe-to-toe in just a moment. The girls' game was a dominant performance from the St. John Tigers. Last time out, they lost to the Oilers by just 3 points. This time, winning by double digits. The Oilers have taken the floor and are ready to rumble against the St. John Tigers. Once again, we thank you one and all for tuning in to Tiger Media Network's Area Game of the Week. Peyton Doty and Braxton Alpers ready to go for the tip. Tip is won by the Oilers. And we're ready to ride here in Claflin, Kansas. Right wing Kreitz. Kreitz looks inside, kicks it out to the top of the key, Stiles. Short pass over to Simpson. Simpson drive to the hoop is no good. Rebound pulled down by the Oilers, and he's fouled in the act of shooting. Landon Daniels, the big man for the Oilers, will go to the free throw line and shoot two. .734 left to play here in the first quarter. The first free throw for Daniels clanks in. Second one, too strong off the back iron. Ball goes out of bounds, and the ball belongs to Central Plains. Ball comes in bounds. And another foul called on St. John. Both of these fouls charged to Braxton Alpers. He's got two early personal fouls, and he will have to come out of the game. That's a very costly couple fouls for St. John. Two team fouls here in the quarter. Kreitz, a little behind the back, step back jumper from the elbows, pure. What a move from Brody Kreitz, creating that separation and knocking it down with ease. 3-point Oiler lead. One of the best teams in 1A Division I here in Kansas. Molitor chucks it across the floor to Delp. Reyes back to Molitor. Molitor now kick out into the corner. Three ball. Delp is off the mark. Rebound pulled down by the Oilers. They get out in transition. Little handoff pass. Goes to Brody Kreitz. Kreitz has it on his right hand. Calls for his teammate to come up to receive it, and Stiles. Now Simpson. Little drive off the left hand. Stop and pop is no good. The rebound pulled down by Daniels. Daniels spinning around in the paint. No good. Put back from Kreitz is good. And a timeout called by St. John. An early 5 points from Central Plains. They start out on top 5-0. 6:23 left to play. And a 30-second timeout called by the Tigers. We'll step aside for just a moment. Don't go anywhere. You're watching Tiger Media Network's Area Game of the Week. Back in Claflin, Kansas, the Tigers needing to get something going here in the first quarter. 6:15 left to play, and another turnover. Central Plains running the floor. Stiles in transition, high off the glass, no good. Rebound pulled down by the Tigers. Little fake pass from Delp. Now dropping it inside, Lozano. Spin away, jumper's good for Lozano. Lozano gets the Tigers on the scoreboard. They trail it by 3. 5:50 left to play here in the first. Kreitz to the top of the key to Daniels. Daniels still standing in the front court. Takes a dribble. Now bounce past Doty. Doty drops it inside Kreitz, spinning around on the low block and good off the glass. Brody Kreitz, an early 6 points for Central Plains. He's got all but one of the Oilers' points here in this one. 5:30 left to play here in the first. Monitor. Little fake pass from Lozano. Lozano dribble drive, kicks it back out to Alpers. Now stop and pop. Maherter in and out. Unlucky break for him. Maherter starts the night 0 for 1. Simpson passes it up to the top of the key. Styles. Bounce pass inside to Kreitz. Kreitz is there to hold on to it. Kreitz is one of those guys we got to see during football season when they took on Little River. Kreitz, jump stop on the block, chucks a shot up. And now a foul called on Brody Kreitz. They'll call a push-off from him. His first personal, team's first of the quarter. 4:45 left to play here in the first. Pass across the floor, Alpers. Back up to the front court, Maherter. Maherter surveying the floor, kicks it inside. Back out Maherter. Takes a dribble, kicks it back out. Reyes in the left wing. Reyes, top of the key, Alpers. Maherter going to work inside. Chucks one up, the floater's no good. Now in transition, the Oilers, little stop and pop from Styles is good in transition. He finds his way out of the scoreboard with 2 points. Oilers have a 7-point lead. 4:13 left to play here in the first. Left wing Alpers, he throws it up top of the key, Maherter. Now inside the paint, Delp spinning, driving to the hoop and in. Nice scoop to the hoop for Emmett Delp. His first points of the night. The Tigers trail it by 5. Now just under 4 minutes left to play. Simpson, crossover to his left hand. Doty thought about a 3. Instead, he'll pull it back out, and the handoff goes to Kreitz. Kreitz on his left hand, throws it across the floor, Doty. Doty, drive. Stopped up on the low block, just under the hoop. Tries to connect with Kreitz, and that pass smacked out of bounds by Maherter. Now a couple substitutions come in for St. John. And remember, Braxton Alpers will likely not see the floor for a while as he picked up 2 early personal fouls here in the first quarter. Kreitz on the baseline. Throws the ball in bounds. Just barely holding on to it, Simpson. Kick pass out into the corner to Lamach. Bounce pass over to Kreitz. Kreitz spinning. Fadeaway jumper is hard off the back iron. Alpers has it. Reyes back to Alpers. Back to Reyes. Reyes thought about a 3. Now in the short corner is foot. Alpers brings it across his body. Runner no good. Rebound pulled down by Delp. And the foul goes on the floor, and Delp can't believe it. Delp thought for sure he was in the act of shooting. That foul being charged to Lamach. He picks up his first personal. Second team foul of the quarter. Now just under 3 minutes left to play. Ball comes back in bounds. It's Reyes here on the left wing. Reyes drive into the paint with his right hand. Floater no good off the front iron. St. John holds on to it. Delp inside, fadeaway jumper, no good. And whacked on the way down as he pulled down the board was Caden Foote. That foul being charged to number 11, that's Scott Lamach. That's his second. So now 3 fouls to Central Plains. Corner 3 comes up short. Rebound ripped down by Central Plains. 2:25 left to play here in the first quarter. Lamach. Excuse me, that's Simpson. Simpson, right wing, handoff pass over to Stiles. Long three balls way off the mark. And saving it back in play is Juan Ibarra. Little dump pass inside is ripped away. Emmett Delp has been kind of their main man they've been trying to feed inside the paint, and unlucky for him on that drive. Kreitz, top of the key, pass across the floor, Doty. Doty, crossover, right up Main Street. Tries to lay it in and doesn't get the friendly roll. Rebound pulled down by Daniels. And a whistle and a foul on the end of that play. That foul charge to Caden Foote. That's his first personal. Team's third of the quarter. 1:42 left to play here in the first. Thought about a three. Instead, Doty drives, fading away, no good. Delp may have gotten a hand on that shot from Doty. Right wing Reyes tries to kick it inside to Lozano. Lozano couldn't hold on to it. Central Plains running the floor. Doty, handoff past Kreitz. Kreitz, little penetration, kicks it back out. Simpson, back out to Doty. Doty thought about a three. Instead, a little bounce pass inside Simpson. Simpson goes to work, fadeaway jumper, no good. Way short, doesn't even connect with the rim on that one. Now Reyes runs the floor. High pass over the top to Delp. Delp calls for Alpers to switch with him. Maherter. 50 seconds left to play here in the first. Alpers back across to Maherter. Delp drops it inside. Foote. Now Lozano fakes the shot. Back out Alpers. Three ball, no good. 33 seconds left to play here in the first. Kreitz has got it. He breaks the timeline. Guarded closely by Maherter. High arcing pass across the floor to Doty. Doty guarded closely by Lozano. Kreitz. Over to Doty. Back to Kreitz on the left wing. Kreitz rips it across his body, fakes the three ball. Now a pump fake underneath Daniels, who chucks it up and can't get it to go. Full court heave, not in time. A very low scoring and fast-paced first quarter. The Oilers lead it by 5. They lead it 9-4. Don't go anywhere. You're watching Tiger Media Network's Area Game of the Week. Back in Claflin here at the start of the second quarter. Kick pass down to Lozano in the corner, slips away from him. And an early turnover here to start the second quarter for St. John. Kreitz has it, he breaks midcourt. Throws it down the floor to Simpson. Doty. Right wing Stiles, dumps it down low. Simpson lays it in for an easy two. Simpson finds his first points of the night. Oilers take a 7-point lead. Reyes back across the floor, Alpers. Alpers drops it inside. Lozano on the low block. Can't hold on to the basketball. And the Oilers once again have another turnover. They still hold on to it. Simpson in transition. Scoop to the hoop is good. St. John an early timeout, a full timeout. 7:07 left to play here in the second quarter. Don't go anywhere. You're watching Tiger Media Network's Area Game of the Week. Back at the home of the Oilers, Central Plains High School in Claflin, Kansas. St. John down big time here in the second quarter. They trail it by 9. Stepping into a 3 and clanking it home, Jace Reyes finds the first points of the second quarter for the Tigers, and big points as they cut this lead down to 6. And another turnover forced by St. John, so they'll get it right back. The Tigers have a chance to make this a one-score ball game with a 3. Alpers brings it across the floor. Reyes, left wing, right where he hit that last three-pointer. Step back, three-pointer for Delp is no good, but he's fouled. He'll go to the line to shoot 3. That's a costly foul for the Oilers. Delp's been kind of the main man they've been trying to feed the ball to. He only has 2 points tonight, though, as he's really struggled to get things going offensively. That foul charge to Peyton Doty, his first personal. First team foul of the quarter, as Delp knocks down his first. Both of these teams are part of the Central Prairie League, so a league matchup that is very crucial as we enter the latter part of the season, as Delp knocks down his second. Three for Emmett Delp at the free throw line. He's up to 5 points for St. John, and we're down to a one-score game. 3-point lead in favor of the Oilers. Full court press being applied by the Tigers. Now running the floor, Kreitz in transition, goes up with it on the near block and lays it in for 2. He increases their lead back up to 5. 6:13 left to play here in the second. Alpers comes to a stop in the front court, throws it across the floor to Reyes. Ibarra. Now a long pass inside underneath the basket, swatted away. Foot was unable to convert on that one. Now the Oilers have it. Bounce pass, top of the key to Doty. Now Simpson. Simpson, drive off the left hand. Thought about a step-back jumper. Instead throws it across the floor. Kreitz. Kreitz spinning from the elbow. Chucks it back out. Doty. Doty takes a jab. Now crossover to his left hand. Drive to the basket on foot is no good. Excellent interior defense from Foot. Fake pass from Delp. Thrown across the floor to Alpers. Alpers has been that main ball handler. Reyes thought about a 3. It's where he knocked down that first one. Alpers back across Reyes. Tons of separation. Tries a 3. This time can't connect. Now a little floater from Alpers is no good. And the Oilers have it going the other direction. Simpson on the drive. Floater rolls out. Unlucky for Simpson. 2 of 6 from the floor to start the night for him. And now a foul on the floor. Reyes hits the deck pretty hard as he tried to split the double team on that play. That foul being charged to Camden Stiles, who picks up his first personal. Second team foul of the quarter for Central Plains. Maherter, he's got it in the front court, throws it across the floor. Alpers drops it inside foot, tries to go up with it, can't connect. The rebound pulled down by the Oilers. Loose ball comes to Delp. He chucks it up from the joint, can't get it to go. And then a short rebound pulled down by Simpson. Now Central Plains tries their luck on offense, and now a double dribble called on them. .420 left to play here in the second. St. John basketball, they break the timeline. Reyes, right wing, bounce pass in the corner to Delp. Delp comes to face, pulls it across his body, feeds foot on the block, chucks it back out. Maherter, hesitation, pull-up, jumper is pure. What a move. Wyatt Maherter finds his first points of the ball game. Kreitz between his legs, throws it up the floor to his teammate Doty. Now Simpson. Bounce pass, back across the floor, Stiles. Kreitz comes to face, spinning through the paint, throws one up, and the floater's no good. A whistle and a foul will send Kreitz to the free throw line. That foul charged to Caden Foote, his second personal. Team's first of the quarter. 3:42 left to play here in the second, and Kreitz taking a trip to the free throw line. He's 4 of 6 from the floor to start the night. Leading scorer for the Oilers and leads all scorers with 8 points. Kreitz's second free throws cashed in. He's up to 9 points now. Oilers hold a 4-point lead. 16-12 is the score. 3:42 left to play here in the second. Foote checks out of the game. Lozano comes back in. Maherter feeds it inside. Delp tries a jumper from inside the painted area, and it's no good. Kreitz, handoff past Simpson. Simpson going to work as he punches it back out to Doty. Doty, jump stop, no good. It's rejected by Delp. A whistle and a foul, a loose ball foul called on the Oilers. This one being charged to number 12 in Doty. That's his second personal. Team's third of the quarter. Reyes. A jump pass across the floor. Now it's Alpers in the left wing. Maherter feeds it inside to Delp. Delp, power dribble, goes up with it and knocks it down. Emmett Delp up to 7 points. Tigers within 2 points now. Just under 3 left to play here in the second. And Stiles wasn't paying attention on that pass from Daniels. Somehow recovers it. Kick out past Kreitz. 3-ball, you betcha! Book it! Brody Kreitz, straight shetter from long range. He's up to 12 points, the first scorer in double digits. 30-second timeout. Central Plains, 2:35 left to play here in the second quarter. The Oilers knocked down a big-time 3 to make it a 5-point lead. Back in Claflin, Kansas, St. John trails it by 5 after the big 3 from Kreitz. Feed down low to Delp is an easy lay-in for 2. He's got 9 points on the night, the second highest scorer in the contest. 2:14 left to play here in the second. Oilers hold a 3-point lead. Lamach drops it inside to Kreitz, who's yanked over the top of Reyes. Or correction, yanked over the top of Ibarra. And they'll call a jump ball. In favor of the Tigers. St. John's got the basketball. And correction, that was a travel on that call. Now corner 3 for St. John, no good from Alpers. 0 of 3 tonight to start the night, and Kreitz's foul on the way up. Pump fake from him in transition sends him straight to the free throw line after just getting tossed over the top of Ibarra on that last play. Kreitz 4 of 7 from inside the arc tonight, 1 of 1 from 3. So 4 of 8 shooting 50% from the floor tonight as he misses his first free throw. Starting the night, 1 of 3 from the charity stripe. He looks to make it a 2-score ball game. Knocks down his second, 2 of 4, and 13 points for Kreitz. Oilers hold a 4-point lead. Student section getting rowdy over here on the near sideline. Maherter between his legs, 1:30 left to play here in the second. Double team comes. Alpers chucks up the corner 3. It clanks off the back of the rim. Rebound is pulled down by Ibarra. Lozano out to Ibarra. Ibarra tries to drop it inside, and a kick ball will be called on Central Plains. And so the possession stays with the Tigers. Ibarra tried to drop a bounce pass inside to Lozano, and miscue from him will send him to the bench as Reyes checks back in. Maherter across the floor to Reyes. Now Lozano directing traffic. Handoff pass to Maherter. Maherter goes straight to the lane. Kicks it back out. Reyes, corner 3. Yes, sir! Chase Reyes up to 6 points. 2 3-pointers from him on the night. 1-point Oiler lead. Kreitz comes to a stop. Now on the corner, Simpson. Pass down low. Daniels, who tries to chuck one up. He's called for the travel. The visiting seating goes nuts as now the Tigers have a chance to take a lead. Could be their first lead of the night if they convert on this drive. Excuse me, on this possession. 27 seconds left to play here in the second. Reyes draws a high. Kreitz. Alpers chucks it back up to Maherter. Maherter off his left hand. Bounce pass over to Delp. Maherter across to Reyes. Reyes, high pass over to Delp. And the shot is no good, but he's fouled in the act of shooting, and that'll send him to the free throw line. It almost looked like Maherter was trying to throw a lob up to Delp. That foul being charged to Landon Daniels, his first personal, team's 4th of the quarter. And man, Delp, I thought, was going to try and just slam that down on top of the Oilers defense. As Delp's first free throw good. He got fouled in the first quarter of play and got to go to the line to shoot 3 free throws after he was fouled from long range. And that free throw right there ties us up at 20 apiece. 4.5 seconds left to play here in the second, and St. John has their chance to take their first lead of the game. And they do just that. Delp 5 of 5 on the night from the free throw line. St. John holds a 1-point lead. 2 to shoot. Kreitz, step back 3 at the buzzer. Clanks out. Almost knocked it down and beat the buzzer. as both teams have a point lead, 21-20. 10 minutes at halftime, and we'll be right back.
The computer networking students take a variety of IT-related classes that help them get hands-on experience with managing and operating, designing, engineering, repairing, and maintaining computer network systems.
A lot of different organizations have IT and IT needs, and so our students really are well prepared to go out and help users on the network of these different organizations and companies and be able to make sure that they're connected and able to do what they need to do.
So our concentration is focused on cybersecurity. And at the undergrad level, what we're really focused on is getting you the teams for Blue Team. And so we're trying to get you familiar with operating systems, including Windows and Linux. And then we're also going to get you in the networking side of things and focus in on the fundamentals of network security.
This program is preparing students for IA track, which is information assurance, and more hands-on track for technical skills.
So the digital media production and journalism program focuses on producing video, film, and news programming for, television, corporate video work, film, streaming media, and more. So we really give everyone a good hands-on approach to learning how to create good stories that are going to engage audiences and do it in a very artistic way.
Our concentration is the web and mobile application development concentration within the informatics degree program. And so I like to say we're all things web. All the services that you use on the web, our students are building, creating, architecting. So orchestrating, quickly tying together all of these experiences. And so what does that entail? What new skills does that require? And so that's what we're trying to add into our program right now to keep this field, what we do here at Fort Hays, relevant for our students.
At Fort Hays State University, our tourism and hospitality program offers a variety of enrollment options such as online, on-campus, or a hybrid of the two. As travel and tourism grows into one of the top industries in the world, our program provides you with valuable education and industry experience. With our accelerated 3-year program at an affordable price, you can get your degree in 3. Visit our website today to learn more.
The computer networking students take a variety of IT-related classes that help them get hands-on experience with managing and operating, designing, engineering, repairing, and maintaining computer network systems.
A lot of different organizations have IT and IT needs, and so our students really are well prepared to go out and help users on the network of these different organizations and companies and be able to make sure that they're connected and able to do what they need to do.
So our concentration is focused on cybersecurity. And at the undergrad level, what we're really focused on is getting you the teams for Blue Team. And so we're trying to get you familiar with operating systems, including Windows and Linux. And then we're also going to get you in the networking side of things and focus in on the fundamentals of network security.
This program is preparing students for IA track, which is information assurance, and more hands-on track for technical skills.
So the digital media production and journalism program focuses on producing video, film, and news programming for television, corporate video work, film, streaming media, and more. So we really give everyone a good hands-on approach to learning how to create good stories that are going to engage audiences and do it in a very artistic way.
Our concentration is the web and mobile application development concentration within the informatics degree program. And so I like to say we're all things web. All the services that you use on the web, our students are building, creating, architecting.
Orchestrating, quickly tying together all of these experiences. And so what does that entail? What new skills does that require? And so that's what we're trying to add into our program right now to keep this field, what we do here at Fort Hays, relevant for our students.
At Fort Hays State University, our tourism and hospitality program offers a variety of enrollment options such as online, on-campus, or a hybrid of the two. As travel and tourism grows into one of the top industries in the world, our program provides you with valuable education and industry experience. With our accelerated 3-year program at an affordable price, you can get your degree in 3. Visit our website today to learn more.
Back in Claflin, Kansas for the second half of action. St. John holds a 1-point lead with a fresh 8 on the clock to start the third. Left wing Doty, dribble drive into the paint, kicks it back out Kreitz. Kreitz, step back 3. Can't get it to roll in. And the rebound, a long rebound pulled down by Reyes. 7:35 left to play here in the third. Lob pass over the top, goes to Kreitz lays it in for 2. 15 points for Brody Kreitz. 7:17 left to play. Another turnover for St. John. The ball pulled back down by Reyes. Reyes back across the floor. He'll connect with Maherter. Dump pass to Lozano. Lozano in the short corner. High arcing pass to Maherter, top of the key. And that pass thrown away and tipped out of bounds by the Oilers, who hold a 1-point lead over St. John. 6:57 left to play here in the third quarter. Ball comes in, bounds to Reyes. Now Lozano backing his way down to the paint. Fadeaway jumper is no good. Short rebound pulled down by Daniels. Simpson can't get that dribble drive to go. Now the Tigers going the floor. Maherter kicks it back out. Reyes, little jab step in the corner. And a blocking foul is called on Peyton Doty. That's his third personal. And Peyton Doty couldn't believe it. So he'll take a seat after picking up his third personal. The first Oiler in foul trouble. And Scott Lamach will come in. Ball comes into Reyes. Short pass over to Maherter. Gets Kreitz to bite on it. Now Reyes has got it here on the right wing. Reyes, long pass across the floor to Delp. Delp, step back 3 with confidence. The long rebound is pulled down by the Tigers. Braxton Alpers, who went out early in the first quarter with 2 personals, was able to yank down that board after the 3-point miss from Delp. And a foul called by Brody Kreitz on the rebound. Reyes, catch and shoot is good. Jace Reyes up to 3 3-pointers. He's got 9 points and helps the Tigers take a 2-point lead. Kreitz, jab step, is double teamed here on the left wing. Throws it across the floor. Lamach, 3 balls, good. Lamach has the answer. His first points of the game. Oilers hold a 1-point lead. Delp into the short corner. Lozano, baseline drive, kicks it back out. Reyes, Maherter drops it inside. Alpers has to kick it over to Lozano. Reyes, lots of space, tries a 3, is off the mark. Rebound pulled down by Maherter. Maherter goes to the floor with Daniels, and a jump ball is called underneath the basket. Reyes, 3 of 5 from long range. He has been the 3-point specialist for St. John tonight. Maherter, who just forced that jump ball, now ready to inbound it. Ball comes into Alpers. Alpers has it here on the left wing. Confident drive, kicks it back out. 3 ball from Ibarra, clanks off the front of the rim, and Alpers can't secure the rebound. Ibarra's first shot of the game results in a miss, 0 of 1 to start the night. Kreitz kicks it back out top of the key to Simonson. Simpson kicks it back out, Kreitz. Back across the floor, Lamach, who just knocked down that big 3. Simpson in Main Street. Can't get it to go off the side of the backboard. Ibarra back up top of the key, Maherter. Maherter, drive off the left hand, throws it up, can't get it to go, rebounds his own board, throws it back out, Delp 3, you betcha! Delp with a big-time 3. The Tigers are back out on top, and Delp's got 14 points. And Ibarra there to tip that one out of bounds. The Oilers will stay on the basketball as they trail it by 2. 4:23 left to play here in the third. Kreitz. Inbound comes into Lamach. Lamach has it in the front court, throws it across the floor. Kreitz on the right wing. Comes to face, chucks up a 3, and he's fouled. 3 ball, no good, but almost banged it home. It was just a hair short. So Kreitz will go to the free throw line to shoot 3. And that's the second three-point foul on that half of the floor. In the first half, it was Delp who drew a three-point foul in the corner. This time, Kreitz drawing the foul, and he knocks down his first. He's got 16. Oilers trail by 1. 4:14 left to play here in the third. Second from Kreitz is good. 4 of 6 from the free throw line. Level at 27 apiece. And Kreitz's third, no good. That was a crucial one to secure the lead. Reyes running the floor, 27 apiece. Scoop to the hoop is good. What a move from Reyes in transition. Reyes scores his first bucket inside the arc. He's up to 11. Simpson back across the floor, Lamach. Top of the key, Kreitz. Kreitz drives in with his left hand, takes a jump into the paint, gets his own board and puts it back in. Kreitz looking for the foul on that play. He's got 19 points. Maherter back out to Reyes. Still tied at 29 apiece. 3:33 left to play here in the third. Maherter's got it in the front court. Reyes down to the baseline to Alpers. Alpers comes to face, spins around, kicks it back out. Maherter. Maherter in the front court, tries to feed Delp. It's tipped away. Simpson running the floor. Spinning around the low block, kicks it back out. Kreitz tries a jumper, no good. Rebound pulls down by the Tigers. Tigers running the floor. Alpers has got it. Underneath, pass to Maherter. Scoop to the hoop, no good. Alpers is there for the putback. Braxton Alpers finds his first points of the game after barely playing in the first half. Lamach. Back across the floor to Simpson. Now in the corner, Kreitz. Give and go pass. On the run, Simpson gets his own board. Can't get it to go. Daniels there for the board. Throws it up and is fouled. And the home section loving it. 2:36 left to play here in the third. And back-to-back misses from Ryland Simpson. But Daniels is there to clean up the trash as he misses his shot, but is fouled in the act of shooting. So he knocks down his first. So now a couple substitutions check in. Both Foote and the other Alpers brother checks into the game. Daniel's second is good. 3 of 4 from the free throw line for Daniels. 31 apiece, 2:30 left to play here in the third. Corner 3 for Delp. He knocked it down! Oh my goodness! Emmett Delp, 17 points for the Tigers. .215 left to play here in the third. 34-31. Pass inside is good off the glass for Simpson. Simpson's up to 6 points. 2 minutes left to play here in the third. Tigers hold a 1-point lead. Both of these teams showing a lot of heart. Pass to the corner. Now Alpers driving to the hoop. Spin around jumper is way off the mark. And now the Oilers have it. Kreitz, right wing. Lamach, back to Simpson. Back up top of the key to Kreitz. Kreitz directing traffic, setting up the offense. Puts the ball back down on the floor as he stands on the Oilers logo. Daniels on the left joint. Right wing 3 for Lamach. No good. He gets his own rebound. He kicks it back out. Kreitz step back 3. Clanks off the side of the rim and it's pulled down by Delp. One-point Tiger lead. 1:03 left to play here in the third. Reyes right wing. Throws it back over to Alpers. Now Delp. Back to Alpers. Alpers, little dribble drive off the jab step. Foot is fed, but Alpers traveled. Foot had an easy basket down low, and the Tigers could have put the lead back to 3, but instead it's a turnover, and now the Oilers have a chance to retake the lead. Kreitz, between his legs, throws it across the floor to Lamach. Hand off pass to Lamach. Dribble drive off his left hand, kicks it back out Simpson. Kreitz penetrates into the keyhole, kicks it back out. That ball stolen away. Alpers in transition, one to beat. Euro step under the basket, throws it up. He's called for the travel. And his brother furious as Braxton Alpers slipped underneath the basket. As now Easton Alpers checks out of the game to cool off a little bit. Juan Ibarra checks in for him. 13 seconds left to play here in the third. Kreitz has it just past mid-floor. Give and go pass. Kreitz in transition lays it in. Kreitz up to 21 points. And a foul on the end of that play. That foul charge to number 5, Juan Ibarra. That's his first personal. So they say and one on that play. So the Oilers have a chance to make this a 2-point ball game as Kreitz is at the free throw line. He's 4 of 7 on the night from the charity stripe. Kreitz up to 21 points, leading all scorers of that last make. That one swirls out. Now running the floor. Maherter kicks it back out. Reyes at the buzzer. No good. At the end of the third quarter, it's a 1-point ball game. We've got a nail-biter here in Claflin, Kansas. The Oilers lead it 35-34. Don't go anywhere. You're watching Tiger Media Network's Area Game of the Week. Back in Claflin, Kansas, 8 fresh minutes on the clock to start the fourth quarter. The Oilers hold a 1-point lead. Starting on the rock, Kreitz has it on the left wing. He's been the leading scorer for the Oilers tonight with 21. Still in the front court. Spins his way down Main Street and lays it in off the glass. What a take from Brody Kreitz. He's been sensational tonight. 23 points for him. 7:35 left to play here in the fourth. 3-point Oilers lead. Reyes, long pass across the floor to Alpers. Maherter back to Alpers, feeds it inside, and Delp was unable to pull that pass down. Turnover in favor of the Oilers. We'll see if they can take advantage of it here. 7:15 left to play here in the fourth. Kreitz fed it over, and Alpers is there to steal it. Braxton Alpers, drive to the basket. He's fouled. He slipped hard to the hardwood, but Kreitz caught him on his wrist on the end of that play. First team foul of the quarter, and it's charged to Brody Kreitz. He picks up his third. Delp on the inbound, throws it into Maherter. Maherter, little stop and pop is no good. It's rejected by Daniels. Kreitz thought about a three, throws it across the floor. Doty steps into one and knocks it down. Peyton Doty with his first points of the game. He's got 3. The Oilers take a 6-point lead. 6:43 left to play here in the fourth. Maherter throws it across Alpers. He tries a 3 of his own, and it rims in and out. Kreitz, full court pass, down low Simpson. Simpson throws one up, can't get it to go. Rebound pulled down by Kreitz, and it's stolen away by the Tigers. Delp in transition, throws it up and is fouled. Delp was going for it all there in transition. He's got 17 points. So far has been perfect from the foul line at 5 of 5. That foul given to Peyton Doty. That's his 4th personal. He's 1 away from fouling out here. Delp knocks down the first. So far, a perfect 6 of 6 from the line. 6:21 left to play here in the fourth. 5-point Oiler lead. Knocked down to 4-point lead. Delp 7 of 7 from the line. He's up to 19 points and leads the Tigers in scoring. 6:20 left to play here in the fourth. 4-point Oiler lead. In transition, Lamach can't get it to go. Rebound batted away and pulled down by the Tigers. Handoff pass. Back over to Reyes now. Reyes has it to Maherter. Maherter, overhand pass over to Ibarra. Ibarra fakes the shot, kicks it down low to Albers. Albers lays it over to Delp, who lays it in for an easy 2. Delp using his size to his advantage. He's got 21 points on the night. Kreitz driving straight into Ibarra. Pulls back the ball. A nice little move there from him. Lamach picks up his dribble. In a little bit of trouble, has a bounce pass over to his teammate in Styles. Now Kreitz has it again. Just past midcourt, now a drive right up Main Street. Lays it in off the glass and in. 25 points for Brody Kreitz. 10 of 19 from the floor tonight for him. 42-38, timeout St. John. They trail it by 4. 5:10 left to play in the fourth. Don't go anywhere. We've got a close one here on Tiger Media Network's Area Game of the Week. Back at Central Plains High School, home of the Oilers, St. John knocking on the Oilers' door. They trail it by 4. Delp inside the paint, tries to chuck one up, and he's fouled. Delp fouled in the act of shooting, will send him to the free throw line. That foul being charged to number 13, Rylan Simpson. That's his first personal. Delp so far perfect from the free throw line tonight. 7 of 7 and now 8 of 8 with that make right there. He cuts the lead down to 3. One more shot for Delp. That one no good. Off the front of the rim. His first missed free throw of the night. 8 of 9 from the line for him. 22 points, has been going pretty much stride for stride with Brody Kreitz, who has 25. And Brody Kreitz called for the travel there. So the Oilers leave the door open. as now St. John has a chance to tie this one up. Maherter has it in the front court. Comes off a high screen from Alpers. Dump pass down to his brother. Now in the corner, Delp banks it home! Are you kidding me? Delp has got 25. Tied with Brody Kreitz to be the leading scorer in the contest, 42 apiece here in Claflin. 4:27 left to play in the fourth. Simpson backs down his defender. Alpers trots his way through the paint and is fouled. That foul charge to Braxton Alpers. That's his third personal. His first foul since the first quarter of play. He went out of the game early in the first quarter after he picked up 2 quick fouls. The first free throw from Simpson is good. Second one swirls in. Simpson goes 2 of 2. He's got 8 points. 4:20 left to play here in the fourth. Oilers have a 2-point lead. Maherter off the screen from Alpers. Throws it over the other Alpers brother. Back across to Alpers. Now in the corner. Delp from the same spot is fouled. Second time he's been fouled from 3-point range. The three-pointer no good. He's 3 of 6 from deep tonight. Shooting 50% from beyond the arc. And his first free throw good. That's his 10th attempted free throw tonight. He's 9 of 10 from the charity stripe. And if he can make these next 2, they'll take a 1-point lead. Second one goes down easy for Delp. He's up to 27 and leads all scorers. Now a big substitution for St. John. They've got a pretty deep bench, and they've proved it here tonight. Tied at 44 apiece. 4:03 left to play here in the fourth. Delp knocks down his third, putting him at 11 of 12 from the free throw line tonight. Tigers hold a 1-point lead. Just under 4 left to play here in the fourth. Simpson across the floor. Kreitz steps into a 3. That one clanks off the rim and is pulled down by Delp. Kreitz 1 of 6 from long range. He has struggled from beyond the arc. 3:41 left to play here in the fourth. Delp feeds it inside, kicks it back out over to Alpers. Alpers dribble drive, slipping on the floor, and that pass thrown away to Central Plains. Kreitz brings it across midcourt. Now backing his way down to the paint, feeds it to Daniels. Daniels too hard off the glass, gets Delp to jump in. Delp commits a foul. Daniels back-to-back missed layups underneath the basket, but secures himself a trip to the free throw line. He's 3 of 4 on the night from the line and has a chance to tie it up and take the lead if he can knock down both. That foul charge to number 10, Emmett Delp, who picks up his third personal. Knocks down both. Kreitz steals it away in transition, has a man on his back, and he lays it in for an easy 2. Kreitz up to 27. 3-point Oiler lead. Just under 3 left to play here in the fourth. Reyes, his pass tipped away. Kreitz is the one who stole it in transition. Simpson lays it in. It's a 2-score game in favor of Central Plains. Timeout St. John. This home crowd is rowdy. 2:45 left to play here in the fourth quarter. Oilers hold a 5-point lead. Don't go anywhere. We've got a close one in Claflin, Kansas. You're watching Tiger Media Network's Area Game of the Week. Back in Claflin, Kansas, 2:40 left to play here in the fourth. It's a 5-point ball game. Alpers dumps it inside. Delp goes up with it and rolls it in for 2. Delp up to 30 points on the night. What a performance it's been for him. He leads all scorers. Kreitz brings it across midcourt. Throws it in over to his teammate Simpson. Back over to Kreitz. Kreitz being face guarded by Maherter. Now a 3-ball. Stiles. Yes, sir! He banged it home! Camden Stiles has the answer. 6-point Oiler lead. Alpers, baseline, jumps inside the paint. Delp off the glass, no good. And a foul on the end of the play. Couple substitutions check in for St. John. The foul charged to Braxton Alpers. That's his 4th personal. 2 minutes left to play here in the fourth. Oilers hold a 6-point lead. Long pass down the floor, Stiles. Under full court press. Simpson, hand off to Stiles. Now Kreitz has it. Under some intense pressure from Ibarra. Back over to Simpson. Now Stiles. Correction, Kreitz. Ball comes back to Kreitz. Lots of space. Simpson passes up a 3. And now a foul. Foot committed that foul, and St. John really had no other choice. .130 left to play here in the fourth, and that's just the 4th team foul. So they've still got to commit one more to send the Oilers to the free throw line. Ibarra, after the ball comes into Kreitz. Kreitz has it on his right hand. Back up to Simpson. Simpson's whacked and fouled, and they had to. They didn't have a choice. They'll put the Oilers into the bonus. And a 6-point Central Plain lead will send Simpson to the free throw line. Foul charged to number 3, that's Wyatt Maherter. His 3rd. And Simpson knocks down his 1st. And that's a clutch one at that, as that makes it a 3-possession game. Simpson looks to go 4 of 4. Second one clanks off the front iron. Simpson up to 11 points tonight after that free throw make. Alpers kicks it back out. Reyes back inside to Alpers. Braxton Alpers goes up with it. Can't get it to go in. Put back good from Delp. 32 points for Delp tonight. Under a minute left to play. 5-point Oilers lead and a foul. Correction. It looks like Central Plains got a timeout off. We'll step aside for just a moment longer. A 30-second timeout by Central Plains. Don't go anywhere. We've got a close one here in Claflin, Kansas on Tiger Media Network's Area Game of the Week. Back in Claflin, Kansas, a 5-point Central Plains lead. Bounce pass comes into Kreitz. Kreitz has a runway right to the basket. And Stiles passes up a 3. Still can't get the foul off. And finally, Foot is able to commit the foul. Foot picks up his 3rd personal. 41.3 left to play here in the fourth quarter, as Peyton Doty stands at the free throw line. Has to knock down both to make it a three-score game. First one pure for Doty. His first free throw of the game. 41 seconds left to play here in the fourth. St. John with just one timeout left. 2 of 2. Peyton Doty knocks down 2 clutch free throws. 7-point contest here in Claflin. Delp inside. Alpers spin around jumper inside the paint. No good. Delp rebound, puts it in for 2. Delp up to 34 points. Full court press from St. John. They get it across half court. And another foul with 21.5. It's a 5-point ball game. I've seen crazier things happen in basketball games. There's still a chance for this St. John team to pull this one back together, but it starts right here. Reyes commits his first foul of the game as they send Camden Stiles to the free throw line to shoot his first free throws of the game. First one rolls in. And if he knocks down this one, it'll be a 3-score ball game once again. Second one is pure from Stiles. Delp calls for the high screen. Has to launch a long 3, and he knocks it down. Are you kidding me? From the next county. Delp up to 37 points. What a performance it's been for him. St. John uses their last time out of the game. 13.2 seconds left in play here in the fourth quarter, and it's a 4-point Central Plains lead. St. John is in a bit of a pickle. We'll see if they can pull this one back together when we come back on Tiger Media Network's Area Game of the Week. Back in Central Plains High School, 13.2 left to play. St. John applying that full court press, 4-point ball game, and a foul committed by Reyes with 7.2 left to play. And the Tigers need a miracle to pull this one back together. Reyes picks up his second. Back to the free throw line, Stiles, after he went 2 of 2 on his last trip. Stiles knocks down his first. 8 points for Stiles. 5-point ball game. Stiles' second is good. 9 points for Stiles. 4 seconds. Launching a 3. Maherter, no good. Central Plains pulls it out. What a game. Central Plains comes out with the W. 60-54, defending their home floor. They remain one of the best teams in 1A Division I, and they proved it here tonight. Our Tiger Media Network player of the game has to be no other than Emmett Delp. 37 points. What a night for him. 11 of 19 from the floor and 11 of 12 from the free throw line, and an incredible performance from him. We welcome you up into the broadcast booth. Eli Blankenship. On camera tonight has been Parker Nisbeth. What a contest it was tonight here in Claflin, Kansas. We appreciate you one and all for tuning in to Tiger Media Network's Area Game of the Week. I'm Eli Blankenship saying good night and so long from Claflin, Kansas.